You know, I was wondering how to even start this video, but then last night as I was setting up the last page of my journal, I saw this on the other side, and to that, all I have to say is, Godspeed, you funky little book. 2022 has been, well, it's been interesting, that's for sure. Started the year sick and full of anxiety about going deaf in my right ear, and I'm ending the year sick and full of anxiety about going blind in my left eye. Truly a full circle experience we have on our hands here. Across these 365 days, I've made quite a few personal accomplishments, had several mental breakdowns damn near, decided to get real social with my Pcaara Bruises streams, and gosh, you know, I feel like 2022 was really about journeys now that I think about it. Journeying through some amazing comics with you guys. A journey of ups and downs and relationships both old and new. Making a Discord server and journeying right back around to the conclusion that I was absolutely a lurker for a reason and should really stick to the rivers and the lakes that I'm used to. And, Journey is finally giving my boy Ash a dub! But you know what the biggest milestone of the year was? I bought my first ever Sonic game over the new generation of Pokemon this year. And then I decided to just watch some gameplays of Scarvia anyway. I was promptly punished for my transgressions by the most severe case of bi-panic I've ever experienced. Why is she so handsome? But full circle as it was, I am most certainly not ending 2022 the same way I started. And that's because of the actual biggest milestone this year. First of all, I'd like to give it up for the coolest video series I've ever done on this channel. That's right, boys, it's Leftovers Vlogs! I am a sucker for chronicling journeys, so the fact that I was able to do so with these monthly vlog-esque speed paint videos is something I'm forever grateful for. Not only that, but the earlier vids in this series actually provide a crazy-ass window into just how little I knew about my own comic. Seriously, it is scary to think about where I'd be with Leftovers right now had I not done this hiatus. There's a part in one of these videos where I mention a river rock metaphor for my approach with Leftover stories. How I had rocks. Literal milestones, if you will. I would always get to one milestone, and then on the spot had to fill in what would happen next in order to get to the next milestone. And that would lead to me very slowly crossing the river, and that's not a problem anymore. I don't want to go into too many details here because this is just a recap, and I feel like the Leftovers vlogs do a much better job of going over the real-time nitty-gritty of how I started the year with more characters and plot elements than I knew what to do with. And then, like, ended the year with quite literally 3 times as much, but hey, I'm not hopping rocks anymore, so that's something. Instead, I want to move on to... Admittedly, it might be way too much, but I have a ton of plans for 2023. Most of which involve the typical personal goals like taking better care of myself health-wise, mentally and physically, and interacting a lot more with my IRL friends and spaces in my town. But I've also got some really cool projects planned. The big one is that Leftovers, of course, will be coming back in January, and man, I'm so excited. I can't wait to show y'all what I've been cooking up. The only caveat is that chapter 17 is the only one I managed to queue up pages-wise right now, so there's definitely going to be a little gap afterwards where there's nothing going up. But in addition to learning that I could, in fact, keep up the momentum for a meticulously planned year-long hiatus, I've also recently gotten more confidence in allowing myself to take my time to put these pages out, especially since I know so much of what's coming up. There's definitely not a lot of stuff that I want to rush through. It also helps now that the breaks between chapters will be more about when/whether or not I'm able to work on pages and less about figuring out where the story is actually going. Speaking of working on pages, my plan is to spend January drawing chapter 18, which is a chapter I'm super jazzed about, so we'll see how that goes. I'm also going to be opening up commissions via my Deja Doodles business again, really trying to see how well that takes off, which is a big reason why I need the flexible mentality schedule-wise when it comes to working on Leftovers, because I don't want to burn myself out with projects. And yeah, so I got a big Sonic video planned as well. I really want to get that out earlier in the year, mainly because I literally played and recorded Frontiers in November. What is that over there? No! Give me that back! and I'm so eager to share it. But I want to put that big video out first before the playthrough and timing, all that stuff. But just know that that's coming. That being said, I think that just about wraps up this sort of kind of recap of what I'm sure is last year by the time this video is gonna go up. Despite the tone from the beginning of the vid, 2022 was actually quite decent. Definitely productive amongst everything else. 2022's motto was plan your work and work your plan. So I guess, if 2023 could have a motto, it would be something like,
whoa, now. You got too much dip on your chip.
Pcaara, signing out.